Hey guys, Casual Crono here. In this video we're going to cover chapter 121 of Another Eden's main storyline, On the Banks of the River of Time. As of this recording, April 13th, 2025 US time, the wiki has no information about this chapter or anything past it, so I am completely just winging it, seeing, what I can see. I've had good success so far with my Wind Super Boss team. Let me swap her back. So I have Sesta, geared as such with a plus 50 power badge. She does have her Awakened Fenrir proof as well, hence the little glowy background. Tsubame, geared mainly for survival. Melody, also geared mainly for survival. And she has 90% status resistances, thanks in part to the Lustrous Ring and Purity Staff. Shani Alter, geared as such. She has a plus 20 stats badge if anyone's curious. Otoa AS, holding Grasta, that improves Sesta's damage. And Tome, holding Grasta, that improves Sesta's damage. Otoa, one of the reasons I have her selected, besides the fact that she's a katana user, after every fight, the party's HP and MP, a little bit of it gets restored. So I don't have to worry quite as much about, running out of MP or having to find some type of, restoration place. Sidekicks, I have Tetra and Gunts. Tetra equipped with the Soothing Bell. Gunts, he's technically equipped with the Thundercrack necklace, but he's basically just there for his aura. When I blow the AF gauge, the entire party's stats, including Sesta's power and Alter Shani's luck, goes up by 20%. Tetra is there mainly for healing, revival if necessary, and his aura, I can improve the team's, technically each individual's max HP and MP and give them some additional defenses once they get hurt. So that's the team. It's held up pretty well so far. And we are on chapter 121, which takes us to the River of Time. So way up here. Oh, and we're in a phase shift as well. Alright, so this is my first time here. Those of you that know me know that I will search every nook and cranny looking for any hidden paths, any, special items. What's this? Nope. Huh. Time slows. Okay. Anyway, so if that type of stuff does not interest you, feel free to skip ahead to the parts of the video that you might need. Looks like a monster nest. Let's go ahead and get... Oh, this is one of those ones where the paths appear and disappear periodically. Alright. Let's check out, I guess, the horror to start.
Sesta is ready.
So my attack sequence, first I have it set to repeat. Sesta Twin Blades, because that's what Sesta does. Tsubame does Dragon Manifest. It reduces wind resistance, but she usually goes after Sesta, so it's not common that she goes first, at least in the first turn. I have Depravity, which reduces enemies' defenses, applies pain, and gives my team a 50% damage barrier. And Shani, because she is Stellar Awakened, Fated Love is already cast, so I usually do Malediction first. The Malediction, of course, improves Sesta's damage.
These are the cries of the restless. Sesta's fangs always find target.
Alright. Is there a path here? Doesn't look like it. Let's just kill a small fry and see if these are tough or not. This is all, by the way, this is all being done in master difficulty, hence the level 150 that you see on the enemies. Well, that didn't hurt very much.
These are the cries of
That hurt a lot more. Okay. So the trash mobs on master difficulty, not terribly difficult, at least with this team. Nothing this way. Have to wait for the bridge to appear. Alright, let's get this cube, which is more gabble. I have yet, it's chapter 121, I have yet to spend gabble on anything. Alright. So, should we take a peek at the phase shift? Sure, why not? Alright, what are enemies like in here? I'm curious what the phase shift effect is too. Let's see. Experience up. Alright, so we are in an experience up phase shift. That's nice.
Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright, 250,000 experience. Of course, right now, Tsubami is the only one not at max level, so let's see what the horror is like.
Only death follows. Listen. These are the
Okay,
cries
a lot more health for sure. Not that Sesta cares. Alright,
Cesta's fans
almost 1
always
million
find target.
in this phase shift, and that's base. So if you have your Cat Queen gear and stuff, this will probably be a really good place to level. As long as you can easily handle the trash.
Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright, let's wrap this up.
Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright, one more group to kill and then we'll be done. If I was smarter, I would have equipped her leveling gear. See if I could get another level out of her.
Listen. These are the cries of the
Is it just me or is it like a possession, like basically they run away? They're not really doing anything. I wonder if it costs me experience if they self-destruct and I haven't hurt them. Probably.
There. Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright, that's all of them. Let's move on to the next area. Have to wait for the bridge. There it is. Alright, area number 2. Basically my philosophy, if I'm supposed to go north, I'm going south. If I'm supposed to go west, I go east. Okay, frags of attack. Nothing this way. Nothing that way. Let's kill the horror.
I'm on a date, you idiot! Move! Listen. These are the cries of the voiceless.
I love that even to this day, Sesta is still so overpowered. Alright, guess let's complete the map. Alright, this cube is swallowed water. Gross. And nothing this way. Alright. Oh, a major trial. I'm pretty sure my team is full health. Yep. And we are on master difficulty. Alright, let's see what this major trial is all about. Alright, looks like we have a fight against Mimic. Master difficulty. Alright, just the one body. Looks like 3 lives, I guess. Yep, 3 lives. Alright, her attacks pierce, barrier, dodge, hold ground. Alright, this is not highlighted, but at turn end, enemies take 25% HP damage based on number of stacks. I don't know how to get stacks. Okay. Well, let's make sure. Alright, she's not null to Starving Wolf, so that's good news for us. Alright, well, in a boss fight with this team, the first thing I usually do is blow the AF gauge. I will hit Starving Wolf a few times to build up the combo. The others will do their 3s to reduce wind resistance, to get pain, to reduce power and intellect, and malediction to improve Sesta's damage. Then I usually do the 2s, which means the person to Tsubami's right, which is Melody, will gain 50% power, who cares, intellect, and speed. The whole party's wind type attack increases. And I just don't like pianoing, even though Fated Love has already been cast. I just hit 2 anyway, because it's too annoying to try and be that efficient. And then I just spam 1s. In Jaku Neku Rambu, which improves weapon type damage. Dark Drill, which reduces wind resistance, among other things. And Toadstream, which reduces wind resistance and stacks. When the AF gauge gets about quarter of the way before ending, I kind of watch Sesta and try to Twin Blade Wolf if I can. Usually it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, by blowing the AF gauge first, I get Gunce's aura going immediately, so the whole team will have 20% extra stats at the end of it. So we're going to do 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, and then all 1s, and try to work in a Twin Blade if I'm lucky. 1, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, all 1s. And let's try to work in a Twin Blade. Looks like her health has already decreased. I'm going to save the Stellar Burst. And I'm just having fun at this point. Alright, 1 life point will probably decrease. Hopefully she retains her debuffs. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Kind of looking like she did. Okay. Melody, her end of turn, heals and restores MP. Alright, so we are going to Twin Blade. So we are on turn number 2. So at this point, we've pretty much cast all skills, so we just hit all the strong ones. Normally I would do Depravity again for the 50% damage barrier, but we saw in the description she bypasses damage barriers, so I might do Depravity anyway, just because when she's in her demented state, all party weapon damage increases, so. And then we will probably just Toad Stream, keep those stacks going.
Move. Listen. These are the cries.
Alright, Sesta just chewed through an entire health point. So that means the others are still going. Alright, they get hurt, they get healed. Tetra should heal as well. Alright, we will Twin Blade again. Turn number 3, so we're going to start losing some debuffs, so it's time to redo some of those. With the way Sesta's going, it doesn't really matter if I'm attacking or not with the other 3. Alright. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay. Not quite sure what's up with that. Alright, so in a situation like this, it looks like it's pretty important that I chew through whatever that is. And we have some options. We have a Stellar Burst available to us, and we have an AF gauge. So I can't really see what's going on there. So let's do the AF gauge. That way we can rebuff everything, including pain. So we'll just do the same thing as before. Starving Wolf, 3s, then 2s, then 1s, Twin Blade. 1, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 2, 2. All 1s. Alright. I don't see pain on there, so... Oh, there it is. Okay. Starting to get a little worried there. Alright. Twin Blade.
These are the cries of the voiceless.
Alright, we chewed through whatever that thing's health is. And we were able to rebuff and everything. Is that it? I guess that was it, unless there's a follow-up fight. Okay, well, I mean, I'll take that. Alright, achievement unlocked. New class unlocked. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten Aldo another style. Crono Andreas, and 3 star charts. And we can use it to Stellar Awaken. Be sure to check your equipment before the final battle with Kronos. And I believe that concluded chapter 121. Yep. And it looks like we got another achievement. "10 stones for no retreat, no surrender." 100, of course, for clearing the chapter. And 20 stones for defeating the horror. So another nice little collection there. Let's see, I have Aldo in my... yes. Oh, he already comes at level 80. So that's nice. Probably because my Aldo is 93. And he has his own stellar board. So that kind of answers that question. A few of us were curious what would happen if the same character had 2 different stellar awakenings. We all kind of assumed it would be 2 different stellar boards, but... alright, well, I got the 3 star charts. And we have... let's see, Aldo ASSA. And because my Aldo has over 80 light, I can make use of this button and unlock everything. Alright, so let's see his skill. Restores health, mana, all statuses, removes debuffs, gains both singular focus and mind's eye, and during a burst, change to space-time transcendence. Oh, he's fast. Alright, so it looks like he doubles his health and MP, and his speed goes through the roof, and all of his skills increase a little bit. It doesn't say for like 3 turns or 5 turns. So, oh, there it is. 3 turns. Alright, so for 3 turns, I get some major boosts. Alright, what else do we have? At battle start and front line, stack 1 demon sword. Okay, so if another force gauge is less than 50%, it'll shoot to 50%. So I guess that means you can use the at battle start in the front line. Not turn start, battle start. So I guess as long as he's in the front line, you'll always have another force gauge that you can blow right away. And I don't know what this Demon Sword Concordance does yet. Alright, this way. 3 light allies. He stores light power, so he wants to be with light allies. Alright, and then upon a stellar burst, everyone's critical rates and magical critical rates are 100%, which that one, if you're using Elpis gear or void weapons, they're going to be 100% anyway. Alright, but we also get the benefit of all the HP nodes, the extra max levels, which means we can raise him to level 100 if we want to. And let's see. In frontline at turn end, if we're in defense wall or sea of stars, it restores the AF gauge. Does it restore it all the way, or just some, kind of like Soira AS? I guess it restores it all the way. Okay. There's that Demon Sword Concordance, but it doesn't say what that does. Oh yeah, that means we also have some new general skills. We have Ogre Rancorum Aberrant, slash attack, shield to all allies. Alright, Demon Sword Concordance, finally. Alright, strength. Alright, so the strength of Ogre Rancorum Aberrant will increase if you have a concordance stacked. So this skill will become an XL times 40, I guess. Yeah, right there. And then every time I use x/, I might... or every time I use x/gleam, I might get a stack. And then, so I guess this must be x/gleam, yep. Alright. Increases another force combo rate. Stacks. Starlight Iridescent. Okay. Activates an additional attack. Once you hit 3, it consumes them, and then on the 5th hit of x/gleam, combo rate is increased even more. So it sounds to me like whichever slot you use for your skills, this is going to be the spammable skill for your AF burst. And then a lot. Okay, that's what we saw. So that means x/gleam for me goes into slot number 1. Ogre Rancorum Aberrant. Let's stick that in slot number 4. Typically slot 3 is a debuff and slot 2 is a buff. So let's take a look at what we have here. Power and int minus 25. Restore 30 MP. Don't care too much about that. Alright, critical damage 30% for everyone. For light allies, I guess it'd be about 45%. Not horrible. What's death rejection? Oh yeah. Buff. Alright, so death rejection would be in slot number 2. And that means he doesn't really have a debuff then, huh? Not that I have to have a debuff, but... Okay, so I could either stick a 12 MP Swift Cut to reduce power, or Volcano Blade, which would improve critical damage. So we're just going to do that. So let's do it this way. Since both of those are buffs, and I usually go with slot number 3 first, let's give myself Singular Focus and Lunatic Mind's Eye right away in an AF burst. And then second round of the AF burst is the improved critical damage for everyone. And then I spam x/gleam. Is that the best one? Let's see, Ogre Rancorum. Yeah, I don't want to spam that because I want to get the stack. So I guess whenever I see the stack, I could attempt to switch over to slot number 4 and use it. Yep, we'll worry about that later. Alright, his Valor Chant for 1 turn right now. Oh, it's a level 3 Valor Chant. Critical damage, so for 1 turn, everyone does a little more critical damage. Alright. Well, we have a new Aldo to play with. And I'll go ahead and set up a leveling set for him. My other Aldo's at level 93, but I don't really use him that much, so I'm thinking let's start leveling this one up instead. Okay. Well, anyway, so that's So we have Aldo's new style, his another style, and I believe we are on chapter 122, the final battle times lament. And being the final battle, that might be the final chapter. I don't know if there's a 123, which might, kind of wrap up the story or not, or if this is it. But either way, it sure seems like we're getting close. And the red meteor, for those of you like myself that may have a background with Chrono Trigger, the red meteor is definitely clicking. We'll go with that. So, all right. Well, anyway, I hope this helps. Casual Chrono, signing out.